finding it difficult to sleep or you want to improve your sleep, then this is the video for you. My name is Dr. Oskan and I am a GP trainee in the UK. And today I'm going to talk to you about the 5 most important things you need to do to improve your sleep. We refer to this as sleep hygiene. Sleep problems come in all different shapes and sizes. You may be finding it difficult to go to sleep, to stay asleep, waking up early, or waking up without feeling like you've had refreshing sleep. And these are the steps that you need to follow to improve your sleep hygiene. Number 1, the most important thing to remember is that you should be using your bedroom to sleep, for intimacy, and getting dressed only, meaning that you should avoid using that space to work, to read, to watch TV, and so on. The reason being is that your mind needs to associate that space with sleep. And it's important to make the room as dark as possible to allow your mind to recognize that it's now nighttime and it's time for sleep. Also, make sure that the room is of a comfortable temperature for you, so it's not too cold and it's not too hot. Number 2, be mindful of the time you spend on screens before you go to bed. The blue light emitted from these devices can suppress a sleep hormone called melatonin. Melatonin is involved in signaling to your brain that it is sleepy and it's time for bed. It's advised to avoid these devices for 2 hours before you go to bed. Number 3, let's focus on your schedule during the day to set you up for a good night's sleep. Now, regardless of it being the weekend, if you've had a late night, it's really important to get out of bed at the same time every morning. So yes, unfortunately, this does mean avoid lie-ins. Increase your exposure to bright lights in the morning. This can just simply be opening a window, going outdoors into an open space, or even using a light box. And ideally, avoid napping during the day. But if you do need to nap, then you need to keep it to less than 30 minutes a day. So number 4, how can the foods and things that we drink during the day affect our sleep? Now, it's well known things such as caffeine and nicotine can really have a detrimental effect on the sleep that you have and the quality of sleep that you have. So I'm advising you to avoid any food and drinks that contain caffeine from midday onwards. Remember, this isn't just coffee. It includes things like tea and chocolate. And also avoid nicotine, alcohol, and large meals around 2 hours before you're due to go to bed. Avoid any vigorous, strenuous exercise around 4 hours before you're due to go to sleep. Instead, if you do want to exercise before bed, then it's best to do some relaxation exercises that help you wind down, such as yoga. Number 5, now we've got your sleep environment in check, we've got your schedule in check, we've sorted out what we're eating and drinking in the day to set you up for a good night's sleep. The next thing to do is to incorporate some relaxation before you're due to go to bed. Now, this means something different for everyone, so you need to find out what this means for you. It could be something like reading a book, having a bath, listening to some music, doing some stretching exercises, practicing mindfulness, or journaling. Now, let's say you're in bed and you're finding it difficult to sleep. What do you do? The most important thing is to avoid looking at the clock. That just naturally stresses you out because you feel like a certain amount of time has passed and you've still not been able to drift to sleep. And that causes more stress and makes it more difficult for you to actually fall asleep. So after you spent a period of time in bed, say around half an hour, the best thing to do is get out of bed, get out of the bedroom, go somewhere else, and with dimmed lights, do something relaxing. Again, refer to point 5 and return to your bedroom when you feel sleepy to help you drift off to sleep. If you feel like you still can't drift off to sleep, then just repeat that cycle. Wait a little bit to fall to sleep. If you're finding it difficult, get out of bed, out of the bedroom, and practice something relaxing again. Now, the key to good sleep hygiene is consistency. Practicing those things that I've just told you today isn't going to drastically change your sleep in one night. But if you keep on practicing these over the next few days and weeks, you will notice a positive difference. And also, do not get bogged down with how many hours of sleep that you're getting. It's advised to get between 7 to 9 hours of sleep, but this does change from person to person and it can vary with age. So as long as you're waking up in the morning feeling refreshed, then that is the most important indicator. If despite all of the advice in this video, you are still finding it difficult to sleep, then I advise you to keep a sleep diary for around 2 weeks and approaching your GP to discuss further options. That's it from me today. I wish you a restful sleep. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more health education content, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.